Breaking right now at 4:30, air scare and emergency landing at DFW Airport. What caused the flames that forced the pilot to land? Plus,
for 4 years, I had a front row seat to her intelligence, her judgment, and her discipline.
Passing the baton, a presidential recommendation for Hillary Clinton. What we can expect from her today when she takes the stage. Thursday, July 28th, 2016.
This is breaking news from CBS 11.
good morning. I'm Russ McCaskey.
And I'm Karen Borda. That breaking news we are following is in Fort Worth. Jason Allen is following some new information for us from the Live Eye desk. Jason.
Karen, and we're finding out about this officer-involved shooting right now that has happened on the west side of Fort Worth. Let's show you where this was. This is off of Normandale Street. You see it's in the area there off of 30 and 820. We know that one person there was shot and taken to a hospital in serious condition. Not the officer. The officer involved, we understand this morning, is okay. Now, we're still working on getting details as you look at some video we found on Facebook of the scene where this shooting happened. We know that at about the same time that this call went out for somebody is shot, that officers were responding to a call of a burglary in progress or a robbery attempt at gunpoint at a gas station in that same area. So those two things are happening at the same time. Again, still working to learn from police if they are indeed related. But we'll have some more information for you here coming up in the next few minutes. Karen.
All right, Jason, thank you very much. Time now, 4:31. That means it's time for a check of weather and traffic on the ones.
So we want to get over to meteorologist Lisa Villegas, who has the hour-by-hour forecast. And again, pretty muggy out there today.
Yeah, very sticky once you head out the door. Even a sprinkle possible for our eastern counties, though. Good morning, Russ and Karen. Good morning to you at home. Take that umbrella again. Just have it handy. Not seeing or expecting as much rain as we had yesterday, but still a 30% chance of those showers and thunderstorms popping up later on this afternoon, especially for our eastern counties, areas like Canton, Sulphur Springs. You'll probably hit some of those thunderstorms later on today. Here's a live view outside of Dallas, 81 degrees, winds out of the south, southwest. And here's a look at your hour-by-hour forecast. We'll show you those daytime highs all across the board coming up. But first, let's send things over to Chelsea Davis with a look at our traffic. Hey, Chelsea.
Hey, good morning, Lisa. We're looking at 183 right now, Loop 12. We did have a little construction that was scheduled to be here this morning. I'm not actually seeing it, though, which might be good news for you for your commute, where you will run into construction for sure in Tarrant County, parts of 35W, like yesterday near 28th Street. We saw it in both directions yesterday. Northbound is the only one impacted at the current moment. Northbound, or North Loop 820, eastbound before you get to the direct connectors, also a slowdown there, so drop down and use me, Jim. Back to you guys.
All right, Chelsea, thanks. Breaking overnight, fire in the sky. People in Arlington calling to report a plane in crisis.
CBS 11's Vanessa Brown joins us now live from DFW Airport to tell us what happened here. Vanessa.
Good morning, Karen and Russ. Well, fortunately, it wasn't the engine, but that American Airlines plane still had to make an emergency landing shortly after takeoff here at DFW Airport. The Airbus left for Seattle around 10:50 last night, then a loud bang. The flight returning about 20 minutes later. American Airlines says the compressor failed. The stall caused fuel to leak on the back, which left a trail of flame. We spoke on the phone with an Arlington resident who saw it happen.
I was out in the backyard taking my dogs out to go outside, and I just started hearing a weird noise, and I happened to look up, and I just saw a plane flying above me on fire.
We are told 136 people were on board Flight 438, including the crew, all of them needing to be rescheduled. Right now, we are at Terminal A. This is where the first flight to Seattle is scheduled to depart. We are hoping to talk with some of those passengers, and we'll keep you updated on this and another live report coming up at 5:30 this morning. For now, we are live at DFW Airport. Vanessa Brown, CBS 11 News.
We don't fear the future. We shape it. We embrace it as one people, stronger together than we are on our own.
President Barack Obama giving Hillary Clinton his seal of approval at the Democratic National Convention. Clinton formally accepts her party's nomination for president tonight on the fourth and final day of the DNC.
Clinton received an impassioned endorsement from President Obama, who joined other speakers in attacking her opponent, Donald Trump. Jamie Yuccas reports from Philadelphia.
Hillary Clinton joined President Obama on the convention stage, her former political foe turned biggest ally.
She is fit and she is ready to be the next commander-in-chief.
The president used his address Wednesday night to bash her opponent, Donald Trump.
The Donald is not really a plans guy. He's not really a facts guy either.
Vice President Joe Biden, newly minted VP Tim Kaine, and others added their voices to the multi-pronged attack.
He has no clue about what makes America great. Actually, he has no clue, period. You cannot believe one word that comes out of Donald Trump's mouth.
Trump says he wants to run the nation like he's running his business? God help us. I'm a New Yorker, and I know a con when I see one.
Top Democrats also used their remarks to bash Donald Trump and his call to Russia to find Hillary Clinton's missing emails.
It is inconceivable to me that any presidential candidate would be that irresponsible.
Delegates in the arena say they're even more energized to vote for Clinton in November.
We cannot have Donald Trump as our president. I mean, the man is just off his rocker.
Clinton will have the last word tonight when she formally accepts the Democratic nomination for president. Jamie Yuccas, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Now, Clinton will be introduced by her daughter, Chelsea. Today's theme is Stronger Together. And be sure to stay with CBS 11 and our political reporter, Jack Fink. Jack will take you inside the convention and see what's not shown on TV. You can do that by following Jack on Twitter. His handle is @JackCBS11.
Shot for supporting Trump. That's what an Ohio man says happened to him. 62-year-old Paul Jones says he was discussing politics with a friend at a neighborhood bar. But another man at the bar apparently didn't like what he heard.
Somebody was butting in on the conversation. The conversation wasn't directed at him or to him.
Jones said the man walked out to his car and came back with a gun. He shot Jones in the leg and then simply walked back out again. The search for that shooter is ongoing.
Well, Texas Attorney General Kim Paxton inappropriately accepted $100,000 from the head of a company that his office was investigating for Medicare fraud. That's according to the Associated Press. But ethics and legal experts say that Paxton's acceptance of the money, which was used to help pay for his criminal defense on felony security fraud charges, wasn't a violation of Texas's loose ethics laws. But internal policies in the office obtained by the AP say that the agency employees shall never take gifts from an entity that the employee knows is being investigated by the office.
A man accused of murdering his parents in their own home is expected in a Denton County court today. Denton police arrested Stephen Scott in January after responding to a domestic disturbance call. They found Marion and Linda Scott with multiple stab wounds. Scott himself made the call to 911. No word on a motive. Garland police on the lookout for a thief this morning who helped himself to a bunch of tools.
Really kind of looks like he's shopping, like he's looking around going, what do I need from here today kind of thing.
A worker had left the garage open at Oak Park Day School on Tuesday when a stranger walked in and just started putting tools in his car. When the worker returned, the man claimed to be a parent having car trouble. The worker chatted with him and even gave him water before going to find a supervisor. That's when the guy stole even more and then took off. Well, the kids may not want to hear this, but the start of school for most North Texas students is less than a month away. And Dallas is getting ready to host the mayor's back to school fair next week, Friday, August 5th. You can pre-register today at the H&R Block on West Illinois Avenue. Just stop by between 3 and 5 p.m. The back to school fair provides free school supplies, health screenings, and haircuts to children who qualify. Well, sometimes you just know when something is missing. In McKinney, the growing city is bursting at the seams with movie theaters, car dealerships, and churches. But as J.D. Miles explains, it's what to eat for dinner that may be holding that city back.
There's a 20-minute wait for a table, even on a Wednesday night here at Texas Roadhouse in McKinney. Angelica Rodriguez and her family, who are waiting outside, know why.
There's not a lot of restaurants around, not sit-down restaurants. You kind of have to go over the same restaurants over and over again.
Rodriguez and a lot of McKinney residents believe the city could use a few more places to eat. It's a message that's finally getting attention.
But our citizens are saying they're having to leave McKinney and go to some of our neighboring communities for restaurants, retail, and entertainment.
Assistant City Manager Barry Shelton says businesses have actually passed on relocating here because of all things too little sit-down dining. He's working on plans for a restaurant row on 75 with the help of incentives to encourage developers and property owners.
I think we have the population to support a number of restaurants.
But some longtime establishments disagree. Employees of Big Tony's Pizza Tavern, which has been a fixture for 13 years, worry that more competition will drive them out.
So being a family owned, it does hurt. It does hurt your business to, if you continue to build restaurants up around here. I don't think that it would be a really good idea.
But the city argues its 165,000 residents need more options. Other areas considered for a restaurant row are Highway 380 and the Rayburn Turnpike.
Well, this plan comes at a time when some restaurants were forced to move because of disruptive construction projects on 75. But the city is looking at offering to help renovate buildings if the owners will put money into serving meals. Well, North Texas is home to some world-renowned art collections, but it's also home to a collection that may be different than anything you've ever seen before.
And you don't have to go to a museum to check it out. All you have to do is head to Baylor Medical Center. This is the Hand Collection, more than 100 bronze casts of hands belonging to some of the most popular and influential people of the 20th century. The collection includes athletes, musicians, actors, artists, astronauts, and even presidents. It represents decades of work by former chief of orthopedic surgery and retired hand surgeon Dr. Adrian Flatt. And it started as something he used to help him prepare for surgery.
Well, the hand collection began when Dr. Flatt, who's probably one of the most preeminent hand surgeons in the world, began casting the hands of children with congenital hand deformities so that he could study their hands before he operated on them.
And the idea took off from there. Coming up in today's Welcome to Texas, we're going to show you how Dr. Flatt got those near perfect impressions and show you the one person who simply broke the mold. That's today on CBS 11 News at 4.
Yeah, safe to say I've never seen anything like that before.
It really is so cool. And I love the juxtaposition. They had Wilt Chamberlain and Willie Shoemaker, the jockeys like 4'11", and the Wilt Chamberlain 7'1". Very cool. All right, time now for a check of traffic and weather.
So let's send it over to meteorologist Lisa Villegas. Good morning, Lisa.
Hey, good morning, Russ. Good morning to you at home. Here's a look at your hour-by-hour forecast. Off to partly cloudy conditions. It's muggy, a little bit warm. And as we take a look at that hour-by-hour forecast, right around 4 o'clock, 96 degrees expected for that high. 30% chance of those scattered showers and thunderstorms developing once again in the forecast. I'm going to break that down. Future Sky coming up here in about 10 minutes. Chelsea?
All right, Lisa, we're looking okay this morning for the most part. The only slow areas are construction related. Tarrant County, we're used to this. Northbound 35W approaching 28th Street. That's where you're going to see those brake lights because of construction there. Yesterday, it was completely closed in both directions, causing huge delays. You're just going to have to worry about, again, that northbound stretch through downtown Fort Worth up to 28th Street. So use Beach Street right next door. That'll save you a little bit of time. Back to you guys.
Chelsea, thanks. Caught on camera, a woman uses Facebook Live to catch inappropriate behavior. The lewd acts a man now faces charges for.
Plus, why she didn't go to police first. Next, as concerns over Zika rise, so do the profits of one Texas man. Why what he's doing is actually helping fight off the disease.
And more on the outpouring of love for a dog rescued after biting off his own leg. What happened to his owner and how his recovery is now helping other dogs. Next.